Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I have forever been wanting to do a tutorial on a mini album. I create really cute little mini scrapbooks and I decided I found some extra time, so we're gonna go ahead and put one together. I pulled out this paper pack. It's called Harvest Meadow. They have this at Michael's. I thought this was a beautiful color palette. It's technically a fall theme, but the album's not necessarily fall theme. I just like the colors. I thought these papers were absolutely gorgeous. So I decided to use it on this little album. So let's get started. Supplies that you'll need a cutting board, a scoring board, some glue. I use art glitter glue. It just dries clear, it dries really fast, and I just really like it for these projects. You'll need a bone folder. This one's by Recollections. I think this is really good. Probably some scissors and paper, and that's about it. So let's get started. So I'm going to take it step by step. The first thing we're going to do is the covers, and I'll give you all of the measurements. I just have some embellishments that I thought were really pretty. So some flowers. I think these are Prima flowers. I just pulled them out of my stash, and then some ribbon. So any kind of ribbon that matches sort of your paperwork. This came out of the paper pack, so these are cut aparts. They had a couple sheets of cut aparts. I thought this would look really cute on the front page. This is a 6x6. This is the mat that this is going to go on. So I left like a 1/4 inch on each side. So that's matted, it just gives it a little bit more dimension. So this is 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. So this is going to be the base of our book, is chipboard. I will link down below where you can get this chipboard. I get mine on Amazon, so I'll put a link down below. But the first piece, this is going to be the spine of the book. This is 1.5 by 8.5 inches. And then I have 2 pieces that are 7 by 8.5 inches. So these will be the front and back cover of the book. So this will be the base of the book. And then this will cover the spine. So this is 1 1/4 by 8 1/4. Then I've got the covers for the outside of the book, and I'm using the same paper for the front and back cover. And these measure 6 3/4 by 8 3/4. And then I use black cardstock, 65-pound black cardstock, to cover the album, the outside of the album, before I decorate it. So this will cover the spine. This is 3.5 by 8.5, and I'll walk you through how to do all of this. And then I cut down a 12 by 12 piece of paper to 8.5 by 12, and another one to 12 by 12. So the first thing we're gonna do is set all this stuff aside, and we're just gonna prepare sort of the base. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna glue these 2 pieces together lengthwise. So I will take my art glitter glue. You can also use score tape for this. I just happen to like to use art glitter glue. So you're gonna run a bead of glue here. Oops. Try not to get it on your table, like me. And then as straight as you possibly can, put that there. I use my bone folder to kind of burnish this down. Squeeze out all the glue, get it off your table. I'm a mess with the glue today, but that's okay. It's still gonna be a beautiful book. All right, so make sure that that's down and looks good. So that's pretty straight. Then you're gonna take your chipboard. Again, You've got 3 pieces chipboard, 7 by 8.5, 1.5 by 8.5, and another 7 by 8.5, okay? And you kind of want to get them as straight as you can, and you're going to want enough, about an inch, inch and a half around each of these, but definitely try to make sure that they're straight on here. So again, you're going to take your art glitter glue, make sure it's well covered so it adheres well to the paper, but not so much that it bubbles. Okay, and then you want to take your bone folder and sort of burnish that down and make sure the glue is sort of spreading out evenly on all of the surface, because you don't want that to come up. That's always tragic when that happens. And we'll take this one. Again, this is the spine, which is 1.5 by 8.5. And you're gonna leave about, I'd say about 1/8 of an inch between the spine and the 2 covers so that it will close appropriately. Okay. And then the last one. Jeez. Fine. That's definitely was unexpected, but that's okay. I'll just make sure that that's spread out so it doesn't bubble. It seems like I had a clog in there. Towel over here. All right. Again, leave about 1/8 of an inch between the page and the spine. And let's burnish this down. Okay. You're going to leave that set for just a few minutes just to make sure it's dry before you start moving things around, because you don't want it to shift. So that's kind of what that looks like for now. What we can do, there's a little excess on this side, so we're going to cut this, and then we're going to cut the corners so that when we fold this, there's not a lot of bulk in the corners, because that always stinks. So I'm just going to cut off this excess right here, because we don't need it. And then I'm going to cut in, not all the way to the corner, because you don't want your chipboard to show, if that makes sense. And then okay, so we're going to cut out all of those corners. Okay, and then we're going to fold these over like this. And we're going to make sure we're folding against the chipboard so that there's no extra bulk and all of that. And then you're just going to use your bone folder or whatever you have to sort of make sure that that line is nice and crisp. Okay, like so. And then, without getting glue everywhere, glue that down. I think I need to get another, seems to be coming out pretty fast. All right, so burnish this down. I'm gonna get glue everywhere again. That's okay. Don't be like me. Make sure your glue is, I don't know, I think I need a moderator on there or something. What the heck's going on with this glue bottle? Jeez. Let me get my towel. There. So burnish all that down. Make sure that there are no wrinkles, and you can kind of score that like that so that when you close it, it doesn't rip the paper. Okay, beautiful. You're going to do that to all 4 sides. Okay. You can snip that right there again so there's not so much bulk. Let's see if we could do this. Jeez. I think I need a new tip for my glue. That's insane. We'll make it work for now. Alright. Again, burnish this down. And again, if you squeeze out extra glue, that doesn't matter. A lot of this is going to be covered up with beautiful pattern paper. So don't too much worry about it. Again, we can snip this edge like that. We can do the same thing over here. There we go. And again, over here. Boom. One more. So, let's get that one down. Again, burnish it so that it's all the way down. I don't have any limpies. Great. Screw the pooch on that. That's okay. That's going to be covered up, so I'm not too worried about it. What I really like about these albums is that they're pretty forgiving if you make mistakes like I just did. And you'll see as we start building it on the inside. Okay. Make sure that at least the edges are covered up. That is the most important part. So we've got that, and we are going to score right here. And super easy, right? So now you have your book. I had a mess with glue, but that's okay. The other thing we're going to do on here is we're going to cover up the spine with this piece of 3.5 by 8.5. So it's the length of the book. So I just want to cover this up. Okay. This gives it some added stability, which is always nice, especially when you have a book with a lot of different like elements, so it's really good. So here's this. We're just going to center that on there. Make sure it's burnished down really well. And as soon as that's dry, we will score along the spine. Okay. So we're gonna find the spine. There it is. And just score along there to make sure that it closes everything. Okay. So let's make sure that closes fine. That's great. This one. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. So we've got that part done. Now let's work on the covers. I like to lay mine flat. I like to lay mine flat, and I just think it's easier. To get everything in place. So, like I said, these are the covers. I'm using this pattern, which I just think is beautiful. These are 6 3/4 by 8 1/4, so that leaves me a 1/4 inch on each side, which is perfect. So it just gives the album a little bit more dimension. So that's what we'll do here. I really need to get a new tip for this glue. That is quite annoying. So this is going to be the front cover, which I think is absolutely beautiful. So I'll make sure that that is all down and straight. And then while I'm here, I might as well decorate the front cover. So this is our happy place. I love this. I just think that is so pretty. So again, we're gonna mat this with a 1/4 inch on each side. Get it as straight as you can, which I just think is gorgeous. I think the other thing that I can do, because I love this, it's like a peachy color. I think it matches the flowers. So I am just going to snip that off and go ahead and wrap this around. Some people use tape. I happen to use acid-free hot glue. I just think it holds better. As long as you don't get your fingers in it and burn yourself. I can't name a crafter who hasn't done that before. And it just takes a little dot to hold this in place. This hot glue is pretty strong. So let that dry for a minute. It will hold it in place just fine. And then I am going to just adhere this down. On my front cover, like so. Which I just think is so pretty. I love this paper pack. And I like how, like for the pumpkins, I'm going to cover them up. I'm going to use these two beauties, like so, which is perfect. I'm actually going to use some more hot glue. like that. Be careful when you are gluing things on the cover that you don't extend it past the spine. And then on this one, just layering those, give this some dimension. I think it is so gorgeous. And then I have another little one that'll pop up here and get rid of that pumpkin. No more fall theme. All right. So that is that for the front cover. How cute, right? The other thing we can probably do, which would be super cute, is take a piece and put it under here, like so. Maybe have fat fingers, guys. Give me some grace. Like this, and then just tie a knot and move it all the way down. Just to add a little more pretty to the front cover. I think this is, the front cover is always like the most decorated statement piece in my mini albums, which are super fun. Jeez. Does anybody else have this problem? I have super fat fingers, and so it makes it hard to do intricate things. There we go. There. Super cute, right? There. Now let's do the back. And I'm just gonna leave the back plain. Again, this is 6 3/4 by 8 1/4. And that gives us our 1/4 inch border all the way around. Make sure our orientation is correct. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Okay. And then I cut out a little spine. Just to finish that off. Yes, darling. Okay. These make the cutest gifts. Like, you can make one that's birthday themed or wedding themed or baby themed. They make the perfect gifts. So that's it for the cover. Super simple but elegant. I think that is very elegant. So let's work on the inside of this album. So the first page is going to be a flap. So this piece is 7 by 8 1/4, and I scored it at 1/2 inch on the 8 1/4 inch side, okay? It looks like I'm putting this on upside down, but I'm not, so bear with me. So you are going to glue this on the edge just like that, leaving maybe an 1/8 inch. Just because you don't want it to stick out when you close the album. So kind of center it on the page as much as you can. Leave about an 1/8 inch, even less, so that you have a flap here. Okay. Okay. So that opens like that. Super cute, right? Right. So then we're going to cover it with a piece of pattern paper. This measures 6 1/4 by 8. Again, leaving a 1/4 inch around the whole thing, which is super cute. So let's put that on. A lot of people do their base and then decorate it. I like to do it all at one time. To me, it's just more efficient and takes less time. So that is that. Then what I'm gonna do This is like kind of like a belly band, but I'm gonna put this right here. So this piece is 2 by 8 1/4, and I'm only gonna put glue on the top and the bottom, and I'll show you why in a minute. Okay, and we're just gonna leave about 3/4 of an inch on the outside of it. And we're gonna make sure that that is adhered to the top and the bottom of this page, okay? Again, that is 2 by 8 1/4, so it's the same length as this page. And then we're gonna take this and we're just gonna cover that up, and this is 1 3/4 by 8 1/4. So we've got a border on either side, but it does span the full length of the page, okay? And we're gonna adhere this one all the way down. All right, and we want it evenly, so we want kind of a border even on either side. Okay. Now we're gonna set this aside for a second, and we're gonna work on this. So this piece, all right, let's start here. This is 9 by 6 1/2. So 9 inches long by 6 1/2 inches width. You're gonna score this in half at 4 1/2 inches. That way you have like a 4 by 6 picture. You don't have to trim it or anything. You can put it directly on here. So it's like a little booklet, super cute, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover it. We'll use this for the front cover. And this is 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So this will be the front cover. And again, you're going to leave a 1/4 of an inch border on each side. Then on the inside, we're going to have this sort of plaid diamond pattern. I like the inside to be really neutral, just in case somebody wants to write, like journal or something like that. So again, center that as well as you can. And then the inside, this is another 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. I like to leave white. So again, your journaling and all the good things that can go in there. Whatever sentiments. You can even put like ticket stubs or little tchotchkes in here. So there's that. And then this will be the back. Okay. That's the back. So you have room. I mean, if you wanted to, you could put 4 pictures, and all the pictures would have a pretty border if you wanted to. And this just slides in here like that. Is that not cute? And then I made this. So these are cut aparts out of the paper pack. There's a whole page of cut aparts, and this was just a tag, and I put some ribbon here, punched a hole through, and you can just slide that in there like that. How cute is that? So that's going to be that page. Again, all that comes out. You can put your pictures in here. You can write something there, another picture there. So that's super cute. That just turned out really cute. So then we're going to flip this open and we're going to work on the inside of this. This I like to leave plain. So we're just going to use a pattern piece of paper and we're going to leave it plain just like that. That way somebody can put pictures there or whatever they want to do. because the next page is going to be a little bit busy. Not terribly so though. So we'll leave that like that, which I think is cute. And then we're going to work on the middle section. So the middle section, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to glue this up here. Okay, I'm going to glue this down. This piece is 4.5 by 6 3/4. So we're going to put this just like this. Make sure you're leaving a border of about 1/4 inch on each 3 sides, which is perfect. Then we're going to take this piece. This is 4 by 6 3/4, and we're going to line it up like this. Okay. Overlapping this one just a little bit. Overlapping the top one just a little bit. And what you're going to do is you're going to glue 3 sides. So each side like this, and then the bottom. Okay. And again, leave a little border and overlap this piece of paper just a tad. Okay. And then, so that's that. Then we're going to take this one. This piece is 3 3/4 by 6.5. And we're just going to put it right here. So we're going to cover up that black paper, and you still have, again, it's dimensional because it's got about 1/4 inch border on each side. So glue that down. Right. Okay. So it's going to be, and this gives us a little pocket. So we're going to set this aside for a second, and we're going to work on what's going into that pocket. So this is another kind of like booklet. This piece of paper is 4.5 by 8.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. Okay, so we're just going to decorate this a little bit. The front of it, I'm going to use this piece. This piece is 4 by 4 1/4. That way, again, we've got our border all the way around. Okay, that's pretty. And then I found this cut apart, this journaling tag, that I thought would go really cute right there. And this was part of the paper pack that had a really cool like cut apart page with a bunch of different elements. So I thought that was cute. And then I think I'm going to put a flower right here. That's cute, right? So there's that. So let that squeeze out. And then, let's see. This is going to go here. So again, this is 4 by 4 1/4. This gives us room to journal. Cute, right? Okay. And then we can put this one, yeah, put this one here. And again, these pieces are all 4 by 4 1/4. Okay. And I think I have, these are all the cut aparts that I have. So I'm wondering, thank you, love you lots, that would be cute. We can put something like that. That'd be cute. All right. So we'll put that down here. Maybe. I was looking for a blab. I don't know if I have any right now. But that would be cute, like that. What kind of angle it? That's cute. And then the last page we'll do with this one, same size, 4 by 4 1/4. Okay. With a border. So that's very cute. Now, what are we gonna do with this? I'll show you in a minute. Let's get these ones. So these are 2 more, just, I think photo mats. So you have 6.5 by 4.5. These are 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. So there's 1/4 inch on each side. And that way, when you put your photos on here, you don't have to trim them and you'll have a really pretty border around your photos. Okay. Pretty. I have this one. Oops. Really pretty. Love that. All right. So, got all of these already. Okay. And we're going to take this and we've got our pocket that we can put everything into. So this one, and then I like to overlap this. I think this is so cute. And then we could even, I don't know, Grateful and Blessed maybe? No, I don't like that. Let's see. We've got all these tags. Enjoy the little things like that. I could put a tag in here. You could even put one of these in here. Be grateful, be kind, be humble. That's super sweet. I think I'm going to stick that back here. Will it fit? Oh, it's just too big. No, it fits. All right, so we can put that back there. Maybe not. I'll trim it down later. Anyway, you get the point. So that is super cute. I love this. Maybe on this page, we can put that down there. Or not. Actually, so we have another, let's see here, thankful. I like that. I love that. That's super cute. And you know what? I think what I'm gonna do is cut that off and then grab a piece of scrap paper and I'm gonna layer it, which I think would be really cute. I didn't plan on doing this, so just bear with me. I'm just having fun. And continuing to get glue everywhere. Here we go. And then get rid of that. Give this a cute little border. Snip, snip. There. Very cute, very simple, very elegant. And we'll stick that right there. I love it. All right, so that's cute. And then we're gonna do the back page. So we're gonna do what's called a waterfall. So we'll start with the base of the waterfall. I cut 8 pieces of 5 by 6.5, and I scored them at 1/2 inch on the 6.5 side. So what you're gonna do is fold all of those on the score line. I guess I could have done this before I started the tutorial, but bear with me. I always think that a waterfall for a bunch of pictures is a really cute way to display your pictures, and a lot of pictures in a small space. All right, so what we're gonna do, I'm such a mess. What we're gonna do is organize this first. All right, so again, 5 by 6.5, and you're gonna score at 1/2 inch. And what we're gonna do is we are gonna take the first one, put some glue on that 1/2 inch flap. I like to turn it upside down. You can just seem to get it straighter this way. And you are going to put this centered on this last page about 1/4 inch from the top. Okay. So make sure that that is burnished down. Okay. Now you're going to take the next one. Make sure it's folded correctly. Add some glue on that flap. And center that. I hope you guys can see this. Right up against the last one that you did. Okay. Okay. You're going to do that for all 8. Bone folder out. Make sure that's all really burnished down. I think the next one we'll do with this paper pack is going to be maybe a purse album. I don't know. Those were a thing a while ago, and I haven't seen anybody do them recently. So I think I'm going to do like a mini purse album. Those things make really cute gifts too. All right. Almost there, guys. And I just love how many pictures this design holds. It is the cutest when it's done. last one. I waited to cover the bottom of this because I want to get an exact measurement. But let's show you this first. So this, I think, is just adorable. So you can put really up to 16 pictures here, one on each side. I like to cover the front with pattern paper, but let's measure this part first because I want to cover this with pattern paper. So let me get my ruler. And let's see. This is, obviously we're going to have this at 6.75. And it looks like we need 4 1/4. Okay. So I think, actually, I think I'm going to do white. I'm going to do white so that whoever has this album, so 6.75 by 4 1/4. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Bring this back. Perfect. So this will cover up the last of this. And remember, we made a mistake right there. You can't even see it. Okay, so that's how that's gonna look. Cute. There we go. So, really cute. So, I cover, oh, that's the other thing I forgot to do. Shoot. All right, I messed up, guys. So, I usually use this flap to hold this down. So, I think, it's dry enough. I can still lift it a bit. All right, so, sorry guys, I messed up there. This flap goes like this. This is 2 by 7 and I scored it at 1/2 inch. And I center this flap here, like so, underneath that paper on the bottom, so it just seems a little bit more cohesive. And then it will stay like this. What I like to use to keep these in place are these are 10, I think they're 10 millimeter magnets, and I'll link them in the description. So this will keep the waterfall closed. And the way that I do this, oops, where'd my little, where'd he go? All right, stinker. I didn't see where it went. I'll have to get another one. Oh, there it is. All right, so I'm going to use just a dab of hot glue. So that will stay like that. I'm going to let that dry for a second. My hands are all sticky. Just call me the glue queen, guys. All right, so let that dry for a second. And then I'm going to take this other one and just put it on top. But then I'm going to take a little bit of this hot glue and put a dab in the middle of that. And close this and hold it closed until it's dry. Did it stay? It stayed. So that just holds it down kind of like that. Nice. I think we have to burnish it some more, but you get the point. There we go. All right, so that holds it down like that. So that being said, I like to cover this flap. This is 1 3/4 by 6 1/4. So cover that, leaving, again, a little border. As you can tell, this is definitely my first tutorial, so don't be too rough on me. But I like when things are real, right? It's never fun when everything goes just right. I don't think anyway. Okay, so that's there. We're gonna do this one on the outside. Very cute. I love this. All right, so now we're gonna open this up. Again, I like to turn this upside down. It's just easier to work this way. And I have 8 pieces just to cover the fronts. I don't cover the backs. Seems wasted. And then I do 4 different patterns, 2 of each. So let's see. Because this is the same pattern, I think I'm gonna start with this one. And this is 4 by 6 1/4, so you should be able to have a 1/4 inch on each side. So you'll have a nice little border. You choose to put your pictures there. We'll do this one next. And when you're doing this upside down, make sure you're paying attention to your paper orientation. I can't tell you how many times I put my paper on upside down too. And this one. And last but not least, we'll do this one and then we'll repeat the pattern. So we started with this one. Cute. Done. That wasn't so terrible. Very cute. So we can close that. Look at that. Look at that. This is so pretty. I love this. This turned out so cute. those two come out. So cute. And then this opens like this. Very cute. Well, guys, thank you. This was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you make one, send me a message and show me. I would love to see.